He's pretty much goes back to just a whole bunch of gibberish, and he doesn't appear to be harming himself. He just seems to be more unconsolable.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't seem to get him to say anything additional that of any value.
Okay.
Right. So you have the way up, and you can head back if you want. So the only paths in the from the tower now are the stairwell that goes up and or back down.
Well, we'll go up. I mean, everybody
Okay.
should be rested, I think.
Okay. You're not gonna take any of the stuff you found other than the books.
Well, taking the books and the gold, and Beth is taking the potions. And if she found any like magey stuff while she was looking, I mean, she'd probably take that.
Other than no, the only real major stuff is books that she would need to research. The only thing that really had any magic, other than the wards that you got through to get in the room, was those 6 stones that you could use to heat or cool off things. Everything else seems to just be more basic library stuff. It's like it has magic, but doesn't have any actual, like, you can pick it up and use it.
Well, we might take the stones. We might take the stones because it might be nice to be able to cook something.
Okay. So Bethel packs those up since she was able to figure out how to use them, and she gets like 1 or 2 books just in case you don't have time, and you head off. You going up, or you say you're going up or down?
Yeah, we're gonna go up.
Okay. So
And,
as you're going up, like you get about halfway.
We're gonna be cautious.
Yeah. Okay. You cautiously. You don't really see any. You don't have any wards or anything that seem to activate as you're going up the steps. But that the pulse of energy that affected you when you first entered. See, it seems like a strong burst of it occurs as you come to the level off onto the second level.
Okay, that's how cautious Mark is being.
Okay.
That's his perception check.
So I need you to all give me will checks.
Okay. Like a will check, or like you want to know what our will is?
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to roll them. I keep forgetting for edition.
Okay.
So starting with Mark.
Mark's will is 16. Eric's will is 18.
So first is 5, so he's unaffected.
So I think Mark should be good. He is like a sentient being, so he should be good.
Yeah. So they're not affected now. Let's see. Alright, so let's see. Bethel and Boris suddenly like stop following you. And you're like,
that's not good.
Like they're still there, but it's like they just you look at them, and one of them like it's almost frozen. It's like they're like taking a step and they're not taking that step, but you could when your weight's leaning forward, it's like you probably wouldn't just be able to stand like that. That's what Boris looks like. Like he looks like he's just frozen.
All right, I do a heal check on him.
Okay. Well, it looks like you check them out, and it looks like whatever it is isn't physically there, and it just looks like they froze in whatever position they were when the burst of energy occurred.
Okay.
Oh, that you also notice like both. It looks like both of their eyes are dilated.
Can we tell where that burst of energy came from?
It seems to have come from like kind of in front towards above you and in front of you. Like almost like it's coming from the center of the tower, but higher up.
Oh. Okay. Normally I would have Betha tell me what's going on, but
She's hardly disposed.
she's frozen right now.
Well, I'll let you try to help them with like the Arcana check, untrained Arcana check. It's just it's going to be harder since you're not trained.
Okay. So, using my expert background in Arcana.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure I've come up with something.
You suspect that whatever occurred to them may be magic.
Aha!
Or
Obviously magic.
Yeah. Yeah, you suspect it's magic unless it's not. But
then
you're reasonably certain it's magic.
I immediately glance around with a menacing glare and say, "What sorcery is this?"
Like, there's no response. You get no response except for the echo of "What sorcery is this? What sorcery is this?" That echoes up and down the stairwell.
Okay. I have Sarah stand guard over them. Make sure they don't like wander off or do anything harmful for them. And me and Mark will investigate this room further.
Okay. So how long do you spend checking them out? Like
probably. I mean, I would probably spend like a good 15 minutes if they were like completely unresponsive like that.
Okay. All right. So probably around like the 15-minute mark. Like Betha like kind of like collapses to the ground and like she seems to be like breathing heavily. But Boris is still like frozen like a Heisman.
Is she breathing heavily in a good way?
She's breathing heavily as if like if you ever if someone held their breath for a long time.
Yeah.
And like so if they went swimming and they had to dive really deeply, that type of breathing heavily, like they're recovering.
Well, I say loudly and clearly, don't worry, Betha. I'll give you mouth to mouth. I hope that snaps her out of it.
She's like, she's barely through the fan. She's like, I thought you were supposed to be pretending to be my father. You creep. But it's barely understandable, but she managed to get that out.
I'm pretty sure I'm not your father, but I won't stop you from calling me daddy. No.
Okay, right. Like if you knew what happened to him, you wouldn't be saying that.
I'm pretty sure I'm not your father. So what's going on? You were frozen for a while, and Boris is still frozen. And
so she was like, you didn't see none of the stuff things happened? You didn't see? We walked into the room and there was there was something there. You didn't. We didn't. I don't know how we ended up on the steps.
Nah. I mean, we walked into the room and you and Boris froze, and we've been trying to figure out what's wrong with you.
Well, like she looks like she's kind of looks nervous. So it's like, well, it's probably nothing. Let's keep going.
Yeah. About that, Boris is still frozen.
Yeah, I'm sure Sarah could pick him up. He doesn't weigh that much.
Yeah, well, how about you do your magic thing and see if there's a reason? Because we should probably know that before we continue. It'd be nice to know.
It's like do we even? But it's Boris. Oh, fine. And she checks him out. Let's see what she does. Oh yeah, she got everything. So she figures it out, and she whatever that is, it seems to be
Magic.
Sort of
I know.
Yeah, but not magic in the sense that it's almost from. Well, she takes out one of the books with the portals and starts trying to explain something to you. It's almost like a portal's opening, but it's not been opened properly. It's not like it's almost like someone's trying to force the portal open. And
so I have a 21 trying to
are...
understand the gibberish that she's speaking.
So it basically translates like if something was trying to kick a door in with magic from another plane. So it translates like, oh, something badass is trying to kick a door in with magic.
So you're saying we should leave? That's what you're saying.
It's like if something is trying to, if something is even capable of doing what we're seeing, we probably want to stop it. I mean,
okay.
the Khanoth will probably be the least of our worries.
Okay, well, what can we do to stop that?
I don't know. We'd have to be much closer.
Awesome. I was hoping you would say that. That's exactly the words I was hoping you would speak.
Why would you ask then?
Because if I were a tactical withdrawal, it seems cowardly. If my trusted advisor suggests one, then it seems like a prudent course of action. Anyway, onward and upward.
Yeah, so it seems like she has the same exasperated look she tends to have. Well, she said, "Hold on, I think I can snap him out of it."
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
And she proceeds to take one of the 6 hot stones and put it in Boris' hand and kind of claps it around it. And backs up a little bit, and she mumbles a word, and the thing looks like it starts heating up, and about a few seconds later, you hear Boris let out a squawk and throw the stone down and throw the stone away, and then you see Betha say something and snatch the stone up, catch the stone. And he's like, what? And pretty much he's expletives after expletive. He's like, what the? How are we out here? What the hell? You're not all dead. What happened? Oh,
you got hit. You got affected by something kind of magic, dude. It's cool. Come back to us. We're over here.
Oh, good. I thought you were all dead. We went up there. It's like there was like orcs ambushed us and killed most of us, and I was the last one.
Say what now?
Like you were there. I was holding you. I was holding you.
I was there 20 years ago. It wasn't cool then.
It's like you died in my arms, man. I don't know what happened. It was horrible.
All right.
I don't think we should go in that room.
Well, Betha thinks that we don't have a choice, so we're going to go in that room. Well, if anybody freezes up,
me on fire. Betha just tried to set me on fire. I would like to point that out.
Yeah, she did that. I mean, she could have just said all we had to do was slap you. But now we know that if someone freezes up like that, we should probably slap them or something. It'll snap them out of it if we hit them hard enough.
So you could have, if he kind of eyes Betha, and Betha gives a whole I don't see you there, look at something else while he rubs his hand. But anyway, let's keep this.
I mean, it is Betha, so just be happy she didn't put it in your pants.
And it's he gulps, he stops complaining.
Alright. Onward and upward.
Alright, so you're going to leave this door alone and go up the stairs?
Oh, there's a door here too?
Yeah, you came out on the landing on the second floor, but there's another set of stairs that go up.
Oh, we should probably investigate this floor then. I thought this was the room on that floor.
No, it's the shockwave you felt came from up above you, but
but we don't want to leave anything behind us. So let's investigate this room first.
All right. So let's see. I need you to all make an arcane check, so I'll do that for them.
Sweet. I'm just saying, after Betha's expert explanation,
so
I have a much firmer understanding of the situation.
So let's see, I got 11 for her. So she gets somehow understands.
I mean, I had an excellent tutor. I mean, she thinks all I do is stare at her boobs, but that's not true. I stare at her boobs and listen to her words.
I can multitask. So you can handle 3 tasks. You can handle 3 tasks at once.
Yes, as long as 2 of them are boobs.
All right. Man, why did I invite you to my wedding? Why were you my best man?
You invited me, sir, because I was the best man.
Oh man. I guess relatively. All right. Anyway.
I mean, yes, that best man means relative to all the other men, I was better.
All right. So when you open the door,
yes,
that's when you open the door, in the dark you see what looks to be a glowing globe and a darker one that's casting dim light.
And
then all of a sudden this wave passes over you, almost like you see a field expanding in front of you, go past you, and all of a sudden you're standing out in this field, which is clearly some sort of magic effect.
Okay, is there something to throw my spear at?
No, there's this.
Oh, okay.
Well, there is something for your spirit, but it seems to be standing at the top of a hill. And so you find yourself what looks like to be in a field with on the crest of the hill looks to be a large army of orcs.
Oh.
And you're standing.
Where's the rest of our party at?
Oddly enough, you're all seem to be mounted on horses, and Like you see, like you feel something heavy sitting on your head. It feels almost like crownish.
Okay. Then I will do what I was trained to do, bred to do, born to do. I will order a charge and hurl my spear as soon as I'm within 100 feet of the army.
Okay. So
Charge!
you call for the charge of your much smaller unit of troops, and you charge up the hill towards the orcs. And you hear a loud, gravelly voice yell this something in. You speak Giantish or Orcish?
I speak Common and Dwarven.
Okay, that's not going to help you at all. But it looks like he's screaming something, and you see what looks to be a orc, a rather large orc with.
Okay, I think that's my Huckleberry.
Yeah, with a necklace made out of flowers, and he yells something, and in a wave of wolf-mounted orcs charge down the hill, followed by more orcs on foot to engage you. Like, yeah, you could have said it by now. I need to learn, nor do I regret anything. Awesome. Yeah, so as you're leading the charge, you actually see like a handful of like different flickering, like wavering, like you know the Predator, right?
Yeah.
You know that weird flowing, watery effect.
Yeah.
Like you swear out of the corner of your eye, you see something moving, and when you look, you almost see like this wavering, looking like this wavering of like watery.
I attack
nothing. All right. Yeah. So you just like so you turn the charge, but you're charging toward him, so you're turning to attack that, or are you throwing your spear at it, or what?
I'm throwing my spear at it.
All right. So you hurl your spear at it. Give me an attack roll. Way to do that Arcana check. Way to do Arcana check.
Huh?
All right. Okay, you hurl your spear at it, and it looks like it hit it hit center mass on whatever the wavering was. And all of a sudden, everything around you starts to like waver and slowly fade away. And you hear like this high pitched squeak, and you see your spear kind of like floating away and stuck in the side of like what looks to be this brightly colored tiny lizard with butterfly wings. And as it fades away, you notice like you're there. Oh, give me a perception check for me.
Okay. Okay.
This will be an easy perception check.
19.
All right. Like you notice something like tugging at your pack. Like you feel like some movement on your pack, and you look over your shoulder, and like there's this little like another one of the little butterfly wing lizards is pulling stuff out of your backpack. Like it looks like it's trying to dig. It's like you just kind of see wings and a tail flicking back and forth as something seems to be digging through your back, looking for something.
Okay. I yell, pseudo dragon thieves, kill them all.
And then, like, when you say that, its head pops up, and it, like, looks and it, like, flies away.
Like, wait, what?
And you see them all, like, flitter towards, like, the globe, like, the room that's turned back into what looks like has these globes, and almost like a little cosmos. There's the one that globe that looks bluish and greenish, and there's one that looks like it's a brighter, glowing version of it, and then there's one that looks almost like faded and grayish. They kind of like moving around the room, and they kind of like flitter all and start hiding, and like to a different one of those and hide. And it's like as soon as you mention like kill them all. And so, like, a little high-pitched, squeaky voice is like, "Spare us! We're just hungry."
Dude, you can ask for food. You don't have to jump in our minds.
But the other one hasn't been here so long. We're so hungry.
There's plenty of food.
We have a little fun.
There's plenty of food in the kitchen downstairs. Go raid the kitchen downstairs and stay out of my mind.
But we couldn't get the door open. It's too big.
Well, it's open now. You could have just went out it.
And they all like, it's like, you won't kill us all.
Not if you stay out of our minds.
Of course. We're just having a little fun, that's all. And they like kind of all flitter out, like cautiously. Like keeping their back to you the entire time, and then like it's like they all start bolting, like just fly super fast down the stairs.
I love the wait. What? Kill them all on a break. Like, you kill them all. What else is in this room?
So you take a moment to look, and you notice that, like, even though it's like, it's kind of dark in there. Like the only light was coming from the really bright, what looks like a bright version of the world. Like it's because your basic knowledge of history, you know that this is supposed to be the world, and that the other one is the Feywild, and the other one is the Shadowfell. And they're all different versions of the same world. Just one's actually casting a dark light, but as it starts moving around you notice that there's like stuff scattered around the in various corners. So this looks like piles of this random stuff, almost as if like they've pilfered things, and when they realize it's not food, they kind of toss it. This stuff just tends to like there's like a couple of, all in all, there's like at least 20, 30 gold coins, and at least 3 times that many silver coins, and a few in copper. And this is like this is like a whole bunch of stuff, like a book that like kind of has like a glossy cover, or it's just basically stuff. There's a whole bunch of junk, like a comb, and like, and one of them you see the assorted of stuff, shiny bits of stuff. Like there's a few gems laying around. There's 3 or 4. There's like 3 emeralds and like one aquamarine.
Alright, well, we'll take the money and the gems and the things of obvious value, and we'll continue examining the room. If we found everything, we'll keep going up.
Okay. So if you're just going to spend more time looking at everything, then you'll also find, like, how long are you going to spend searching?
Probably at least 15 minutes. I want to make sure that like there's nothing, because I'm concerned about stuff's been messing with our mind. I don't want to leave anything behind us to come up behind us. If we get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So if you're going to spend the full 15 minutes, you don't need to do any sort of check or anything because you're going to do a thorough search, and you'd find a necklace that Beth believes has some sort of magical enchantment, but she would need more time to try to identify it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell her to hold on to it till she knows what it does, and then we'll continue upstairs.
Okay. All right. So I need to like restart
Okay.
my Roll20 because it's like acting crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to take about 2 minutes. back.
All right, I'm back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think I'll figure out why I'm having issues. Because back when I first started doing virtual tables, I was like dragging and dropping a whole bunch of objects to make maps. And I since this create the entire map in GIMP, and it ends up being like a couple of kilobytes instead of like a couple of like megs.
Yeah.
And because all those maps get loaded at once, and this thing has all those old way I did maps, and so now there's like a bajillion objects in it, and I think that's what was causing it to be slow.
Okay.
But I think it's working fine now. We should be anyway. It appears to be fine. Yeah. I'm not lagging nearly as much, so I think we're good.
All right.
So were you gonna take the time and necklace, or you're just gonna keep pushing on and figure out what it is later?
Well, I was gonna have Beth hold on to it until we had time to examine it further.
Okay. Well, I mean, it wouldn't take too long. It'll probably just be a couple, like maybe 5 to 15 minutes just for the check it if you want to wait.
Well, if it's not going to take that long, then I'll let her go ahead and investigate.
Yeah. It'll depend on how good her check is, but it's like you wouldn't know until she made it, how long she.
Okay. I'll give her a chance to go ahead and check it out.
So
Apparently,
grabbed it, looked at it. Yeah, apparently she has. It appears to be a necklace that that'll enforce your will, or like bolster your will. So you'll get like a +2 to. You get a additional bonus to your will save.
Okay.
Listen. Yeah, we're going to be converting to 5e soon, so I'll say you have it. You get to roll a extra d20.
Okay.
For your will saves.
Okay, I just have advantage on will saves.
Yeah, we'll just say that.
All right, I'll take that. I'm not wearing anything around my neck.
Yeah, that way it's already converted for when we switch.
Yeah.
It's pre-converted. So, but you will have to attune with it. But as long as you're wearing it for a little while, it'll attune to you.
Okay.
And who's gonna put it on?
That's the question. It's like, part of me says me because I'm the one giving people orders, but a part of me says Beth because she's the only one with Arcana. So she might be able to do something about me being dominated. I can't do shit about her being dominated except by hitting her very hard in the head.
Well, that does end domination.
I know, right? So I would have given it to Betha because she seems like the type that might hold a grudge if I hit her really hard in the head, even though she did set Boris on fire.
I mean, but it was like as she said, her argument was, but it's Boris, so
I mean,
count for something.
That's true. But while that argument is a little bit funny when it's Boris, it's not funny at all when it's me.
But you make a valid point. All right, so after wearing it for maybe about like 5 minutes or so, she says, "Oh, like yeah, it seems to be working. I don't even whatever. It's like a huge weight's been lifted off my shoulders."
Ooh. It's always nice to have like the crazy kind of scary or skittish chick like feel more comfortable.
One time, one, two, maybe 3 times. You thinking like this?
3, maybe 6 times. 10 tops. 10 times tops. Don't worry, 10.
So, yeah, it's like you're just making this judgment. It's completely unfair judgment you're making.
I'm just saying I care about her comfort. That's all I'm saying.
Alright, BBDs. What are you doing now, BBDs? Oh, okay, so she has the necklace. Wasn't there something else that I gave y'all? Or that should have been the second item you got.
I've got Talon and 2 pieces of armor and a shield.
Well, you should have got some armor. You should have got armor when you came in here.
I got 2 pieces of armor. Yeah, I got 2 sets of armor.
What are they? Because
one was fortification and one was tacticians.
And what's the fortification? Okay, no, then that's not the armor that I must have given it to one of the other people. So let me find it.
Let me see what Mark's wearing. And then Mark has like his badass sword and some other shit.
Okay, because it shouldn't like you found people who went to the tower before you. You should have found like a set of armor from one of them.
Mark's got a badge of the berserker, predator's hide armor, a sunblade.
Okay, so let me look it up so I can figure out.
Armor. So he's got 2 badass swords.
Yeah, so let me find it. It must have went to one of the people who aren't here anymore.
Maybe, or it might have went to. Does Boris wear anything?
No, he's. Wait, let me check. Might be right.
Okay.
No, I don't. He doesn't have any special armor. But let me make sure I add the armor to vessels while I'm at it, so I don't forget it.
Okay.
Because I think I sent an email at some point, and I just don't remember what the email is.
Okay.
So the necklace gives you lets you roll to advantage against charms and charm type effects and not elude. I can't remember what it's. I'll figure out what it's called. Enchantments.
Okay.
I'll just make it even mind effects in that way. Color everything. That way I can use the exact same wording and I convert it later.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to worry about the armor because I assume if you didn't put it on, you didn't want it that much. It probably wasn't better than your tactician armor. So.
Okay.
And I'll figure out what it is later.
Okay.
Because I
Is
guess
Sarah wearing it?
that's how I was looking at it. I don't see it equipped on anybody, but
Okay. I mean, I know I have 2 magic sets of armor.
all right.
I have 2 sets of skull metal.
I'll just say Sarah has it.
Okay.
And we'll figure out what type of armor it is later.
Okay. So I got fortification and tacticians.
Sorry about that. Let's proceed. So that's pretty much everything found. So you grabbed all the gems and coins, and the rest of the stuff looks like to be just shiny trinkets that the pseudo drakes apparently pilfered over the years.
Okay.
But you don't really find anything else of any real value.
Okay. We'll go higher.
All right. So as you're going higher, like that the burst energy you felt earlier seems to become more like of a pervasive feeling, like the power and trying to encroach on your mind seems to just get stronger and stronger, like every step you take.
Okay.
Ascending to the top of the floor. As you come out at the top, you find yourself in what almost looks like a garden. There's some trees, but there's flowers and everything. It almost looks like someone took a piece of the beautiful, like picturesque forest and placed it in this room.
Okay.
Like the ceilings are extremely high. You can't even see the top of them. It almost looks like it's almost blocked out by a canopy of trees.
Okay.
So you hear something towards the center, but there's the cusp of trees. But it's almost like the cusp of trees is blocking you from seeing anything as you enter out from the stairs.
Okay, I'm gonna
But
have Mark try to pick us out a path towards the center and let him take point.
all right. So what I can't remember what rangers use. Just give me I'll do perception.
All right.
To try to pick your way through. Unless you have another ability you prefer to use.
Perception works. Yeah, perception works.
Alright. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. So as you find the way through the trees, but it requires you to climb up and go through a few gaps. And as you're getting closer, the sound it starts to obviously sound like there's people chanting.
Okay. So I'm gonna be on the lookout for people chanting, but we're gonna keep going.
All right. So I assume you're going to try to be as quiet as possible. Are y'all gonna move up together, or what are you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna try to approach stealthily. Let me give you my stealth rolls. Okay. So this is Eric's stealth roll. He's balling with his 0 bonus.
Yeah, I see.
I think Mark has a slightly better bonus. So Mark's bonus is slightly better, but for some reason he's not quite as stealthy as Eric. I guess Eric's just calm under pressure.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Well, it looks like you're all moving. Yeah, you're all doing you're approaching quietly, and you after picking your way through the trees, you pierce the ring of trees, and there's brush on the other side, and from there you see several men and women in robes that are kind of sitting in a circle around the impossibly large tree that couldn't possibly be in a tower the size that, like, this whole room, this whole area doesn't look like it should possibly fit in the tower that you saw from outside.
Okay. Do any of these people look like the Archmage?
From what you know of the Archmage does not look like him. They're all dressed the same, but none of them are Eladrin.
Okay. I'm gonna silently give Betha my should we kill them look. Let me roll. Hold on. Hold on. This isn't exactly a skill, so I'm just going to give you a check and not like a skill.
Okay. This should we kill them look skill?
Yeah, that's my charisma. That's my charisma check for should we kill them.
All right, so she's gonna have to do a check to understand what you just did.
Okay.
Like bounty hunters can't. We're gonna create that for when we do the conversion. You're gonna be able to take the skill, but you're gonna have to stop sucking at it. I'm not gonna waste my time if you just want to suck at it every time. Hold on, since that was so low, I need to confirm what the DC should be.
I mean, that's completely understandable.
Alright, so since you rolled so poorly, I'm going to make her have to understand it.
Yes.
But you're going to have to make a hard check to understand what you just did.
Alright.
Or else you're just going to, yeah. Well, so you want me to, I'll roll it, or do you want to roll it?
Yeah, you roll it.
Alright, so let me see. She's, I don't know. Oh, she has a +7 to it, so she has a decent chance. Apparently, she's used to somewhat lackadaisical hand gestures that you never bothered to explain beforehand.
What did she say? What's her verdict?
So, she like she nods and points at something on the ground at the ground near the base of the tree.
Okay. Are people in that direction?
They're like in a circle around the tree. Like as far from where you're at, you can see about 3 of them, but the tree's very large. So based on the distance, I was like, it could be 5, it could be 6. You can't. It's really hard to tell, but from what you can see at least 3 people that seem to be about equidistant on this side of the tree.
Okay.
So you can move around since you've been stealthy and have a look to confirm how many there are.
No, we're good. So I got a 19 for initiative. Mark has a 9. I think we want to start our surprise round now.
Okay. So let me get some real estate back so I can add y'all to the initiative. Oops. Oh, yeah, I don't have it. I need some Mark over here. Give me a second, I gotta get a token from Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one, I just have to, it's not on this sheet.
That's fine.
How much hit points does Mark have?
Mark has 45 hit points. Oh no, sorry. Eric has 45 hit points. Mark has 47.
And what's his AC?
Eric's AC is 17. His fort's 20. His reflex is 19. His will is 18.
Yeah, you just say a whole bunch of stuff. I'm sorry. What's Mark's AC?
Mark's AC is 19.
Alright, I'm not going to try to put all this information in. I'm just going to put the stuff that I'm most likely going to be rolling against.
Okay. So Mark's AC is 19. Eric's AC is 17. It's kind of weird. He's got like a shield and scale mail, and AC is his lowest defense.
Yeah, that is.
And he's got like a 17, an 18, a 19, and a 20 for his defenses. It's kind of awesome.
But you'll need it. Alright. So I got Marks. Alright, so let's add these people to our list. I just want you to know that, man, you're a dick for having that long ass name for Mark.
What?
You're a dick for putting that long ass name for Mark. Right. That messes up the alignment of everything I have. It's like it has commas in it. It's like, come on.
I mean, I don't understand why he wouldn't refer to himself as Lord Eric Bennett, comma, of Steadfast.
I mean, it's supposed to be a token. That's like completely unnecessary for a token.
I'm just saying, it's like a pimp named Slickback. You say the whole thing every time.
But if he had like a token on a board, it would just be a pimp or a Slickback or an acronym or something. You're like, it's a freaking token that covers up the tokens to directly below it. and one to the south, southeast, and southwest, you can't see the token because somebody's name is so freaking huge. So that's there's that.
I was just saying, you know how I am about my verisimilitude.
Oh, it's like is that we're going that down? We're going down that path. That's the direction we're going. I need a moment because I have to change what I was planning now because it just took an unfortunate turn.
Oh man! Oh man!
It's just taking a very sad and unfortunate turn. So I'm gonna need a moment because I need to level up everything.
Oh man! Oh man! Oh man, that was great.
Alright, so yeah, they're all level 20 now. Actually, I do need to modify their level because I definitely made this expecting that it was going to be a full party and mercenary and the NPCs fighting it.
Yeah.
So I do need to adjust the things a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't mind, if you want to take a couple minutes, I'm gonna need a few minutes just to get this all.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. Alright, so we're last thing you said, okay. So the cultists appear to be chanting and you're trying to get in position to have a surprise round?
Yeah.
Okay. So, go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay.
Or how are you doing it? How are y'all attacking?
Well, I was gonna attack from range, I guess, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. I might close it after that.
Okay.
I'm assuming we're all pretty close to each other.
Yeah, you can put your You should be able to put your initiative in yourself. So let me know if you can.
Maybe not. I don't see anything in the turn order. The turn order is blank for me.
Let me close it and reopen it. How about now?
No, I mean, I see the turn order thing, but I don't see anybody in it.
Well, that's why I was trying to close and reopen it and see if that would fix it.
Yeah, I still don't see anybody in it.
Well, let me find something and I'll just put the turn order in there. If you can't see that, can't read it. No point. You still don't see anything?
Nah, it's still blank, dude. I just see the word turn order, and everything else is just an empty box.
Alright. Let me see if I can figure something out. How about now? You still see anything?
Something popped up saying there weren't any tokens on this page to take a turn, and then it went blank again.
There aren't any tokens on this page.
So you might have to put like tokens on the actual map, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You don't see tokens?
Nah, I mean I just see.
Are we in the same room? Wait, you can see me when I type stuff. Wait, we've been typing. You can see that.
Yeah, I see that. But like in terms of a map, I don't see a map down really. I just see a picture of like that blue bird.
Yeah, and I have tokens on top of it, or that I see, but you don't. And let me figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why.
I mean, I see like there's like black squares, and then there's the blue bird underneath the black squares, and then there's just like gray squares outside of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure because I have tokens on the map, and if you're not seeing them, oh well. I'm done trying to figure it out. If you're not seeing tokens, Roll20 is acting up. I'm not gonna bother with it.
Oh, are you ready to close or something?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. Are you in Roll20 through the Hangout? Or are you on the page?
Both.
Oh, okay. Then you need to close one of them.
All right, I just closed the
Probably
other
need to
one.
close both. You probably need to close both of them and go with it. Yes. What do you want? Hmm? No, Chuck.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, it's at 3 o'clock. I'll figure out what the problem is, and we'll pick up here. Well, because I don't want to. I mean, we're at our time anyway, and
Okay.
this is kind of getting frustrating. But I want to. I do want to check to make sure you can't see the token.
All right.
Oh,
Now I see Boris.
okay. So I'm not sure. So when I do this, you see her.
Yeah, I see Sarah now, and all the black stuff is gone.
Okay. So when I turn on order, you see.
Now I see Sarah in the turn order thing with just her.
Yeah, that's the only person I have in there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're probably just not going to open Roll20 in the Hangout anymore and just use the Hangout for chat.
Okay.
And then use the browser for the actual session.
Okay.
But we're going to stop here because I mean at this point it's like I'll kill the movement. I don't want to.
Okay.
Have and I'm sorry. I mean it's 3
that's
o'clock
fine.
anyway.
That's fine.
All right, so we'll pick up with you ambushing some. Well, I guess you can make the attacks for the ambush, so you can leave on a good note. You like got the slaughter.
Well, no, let's just do it all at one time.
Okay. So as you cast your talon, that's when it goes to commercial break, and it's like, oh, next week.
Yeah.
Steadfast.
Next
week on Steadfast.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, dude. I'll see. We want to do this every other week, or how do you want to do it?
It's got to be every other week.
That's cool. So in 2 weeks, we'll pick up.
My other two games kind of are joining into one game that's going to be every other Saturday. And right now, if we keep every other Saturday from now, they'll both already be in sync. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'll actually, like I said, we just did this. I didn't prepare at all. So, and next time I'll prepare some, but I'm trying not to over prepare for stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's cool.
I'll be more prepared than I am today, though.
All right, man.
All right. Well, I hope it was for what it was. I hope it was pretty cool. But this is cool. What I was trying to run last time. And man, I was a little surprised that everyone rocked the arcane chest.
All right.
I was hoping to have them pilfer more stuff before it kicked in with what was going on. But
I just love my first arcane check though. It was just like, what sorcery is this?
I was just like, oh, they just froze. He froze, and Boris froze in the Heisman.
Oh man, but no, that was just great. But I was like, Pseudo Dragon Thieves, kill them all. And they were like, wait, what? Oh, shit.
It's like, break out!
I know, right?
Our cover's blown.
Oh man.
Oh man, all right. I'll see you next week. 2 weeks ago for now. We'll see you in the game. And I'll probably talk to you at some point because I got another game tonight. And that game apparently had a TPK the week I wasn't there. So we got to figure out what's going on there.
Oh, okay.
But apparently someone showed up late kicked the box and threw a fireball. It got everybody killed.
Oh, damn.
So I'm like, yeah, it's like best week not to be there.
Oh yeah, dude, I definitely ran the starter set adventure last week.
Yeah, I'm running it too. Cool.
And it was definitely a TPK.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah, in a big way.
It
was like
as a DM or you ran it as a player?
I ran it as a DM, and
really?
It was like
TPK?
Dude, it was like I crit like in the first fight before they even got to the goblin cave. I crit the fucking what was he? I think he was like
fighter. I mean, there's only 4 choices.
Yeah, he wasn't the rogue.
The fighter?
He must have been like a fighter.
He could have been a cleric, I guess. Because cleric is a fighter.
Nah, he wasn't the cleric, because the cleric was the dwarf.
But
yeah, so I think it was a fighter. I crit a fighter.
Yeah,
and no, it was a mage. I crit the mage.
Oh.
I crit the mage. And
I assume you weren't using the instant death rules.
Yeah, I rolled just enough to actually kill him outright.
Oh, okay.
Because they start at level 1 and it's their first fight, so he only has 8 HP. And so he's been hit once before. And so I hit enough to take him to -8, so he died.
Yep.
So then they went in the cave with 3 people, and then they found the shortcut and climbed up into the boss's room.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But the boss's room isn't where they're holding the hostage. They're holding the hostage in the middle, so you can't jump straight to the hostage.
Mm-hmm.
And so they came up in the boss's room. I let them kind of surprise the boss a little bit, but then it was the boss has this mechanic where if you kill the wolf, he runs. But they came through the back door and they killed the wolf first. So he ran, but instead of running out the back door, he ran back through all the other goblins that they were supposed to have killed already, but hadn't. And so they basically trained themselves.
They should have went back the way they came in.
Well, it's by the time they realized that because they tried to chase him down at first, and then they came around the corner and saw he had more help. And then before they could break off that first engagement, they killed the boss, but they didn't. There was another runner went to the next room to get even more help, and 2 guys got dropped while they were wiping up that room. So then the guy's friends are down, and it's either he could have ran or he could have left them, and he chose to try to help them. Because he looked and there was 1 goblin left, but the runner had gone too. So there's that 1 goblin left. So he's well, I'm gonna take him out. Well, there was 2 goblins left. I'm gonna take this 1 goblin out and then go around the corner and set to come back and take the next goblin out. You know what I mean? But when he did that, when he came back, instead of 1 goblin, there was 4 because he went and got more help.
Yeah.
The help had got there, and he got. And because they make them all the regular people go on the same initiative, it's he got hit 4 times at one time on the same initiative. It just got lit up.
Oh, ow.
So he got hit for I think it was something 25 damage. Because they all hit him. So it's just 1d6, 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 1d6. He was just doop, 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 doop. It turned into a pincushion and fell over. And that was the end of that mission.
Okay, now that because I was okay. If they got to the boss, I can believe it. Because man,
they killed the boss. The problem is
I know, but that area is that's where it's really lethal.
Yeah.
That area, because if you don't sneak in, they have so many traps and stuff set up that it can get really deadly. Because of that, and so by the time you get to the boss, if the boss gets to jump on you, someone could easily just be dead.
Yeah.
But then that fight's tough. But this is I thought when you said you got the TPK, I was man, they could have TPK kill the first goblins?
No,
well, I guess they could because I've heard.
But the first goblins definitely killed one dude.
Yeah.
They killed the mage. And
And
it's like, if you're going to lose someone, you don't want to lose the mage.
Oh, I swear, mages dying is the reason that grid got invented. I swear it is. The reason that battle map got invented is because mage deaths. It's like, I was like, oh, you can't play off the grid. Like, I can't play off the grid because I want to play mage.
Oh, man, that's great.
I can keep DMs from, like, killing me at level 1. Kill every mage. I'm just going to kill every mage so no one plays a mage.
Unless it was funny because, like, he opened up with a spell and, like, blew one of the goblins up. And, like, I was like, man, well, these other two mages have played Shadowrun. And they understand the theory of geek the mage, so that's what they're going to do.
I mean,
but I was just saying that to be funny. And all the humor stopped when that 20 came up.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like, in any work of literature or any situation, the person with the very largest gun is the person who gets killed. The person with the biggest fireball gets killed first. It's
I know, right?
Logic. But I swear, that's why like battle grid. That's why like we're creating a battle grid so we can find some way to get this mage off of level 1. That's the reason for existence.
Yeah, that's when he came up, and I was like, oh, yeah. And
that's when Stop Man friendly banter ended around that time.
Yeah, it did. Like, shit got real.
So what did he do since his character died?
Man, I mean, he was dead. So I just because there was 4 of them, and there's 5 pre-mades. So I basically just reached in the box and handed him another character sheet.
Okay.
And said, and I was like, hopefully they'll find you and rescue you, and then you can jump in. But yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah. So you're gonna need. I mean, the good thing is because all 5 of them died, you can just take them and then redistribute them and say, "Hey, you came back." Other group came back. Yeah, because that's how I felt when I read the Cave of Chaos and like those kobolds like annihilated y'all in like 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, there were 25 of them. There's like 40 of them or something.
No, I mean, when I ran it for y'all got attacked by scouts. And there's 40 goblins. But they don't say all 40 of them are supposed to be in that room. They say during certain times. It's like they're either all of them are in there in their sleep, or only a couple of them are in there and they're awake. And so when I read, but it was like when I saw it earlier, I was just like, but it's not really clear that there's no point in time where there could be 40 of them and awake. It's just like, man, if they're asleep in there and someone wakes them up, now you have 40 kobolds that are awake.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this can only end in tragedy. I can't see how this ends in any way other than tragedy.
That's what happens. We pretty much looked up and saw a room full of eyes, and then Malik turned and ran.
Yeah,
that was pretty much
Malik was like 7, and he knew the right answer. He's like, how come adults don't know the right answer? That's what I don't understand. I was like, he's 7. He's never encountered a situation like this before. He's like, wait, it's how many? I'm out of here. But yet, full-grown adults who should know better are like 40, charge.
I was just saying, that's what happens when you have me playing a fucking dwarf and hammerer.
I was saying, I didn't have you playing anything. You made your own character.
I'm just saying, you let me roll up a berserker.
I'm saying, berserkers aren't berserking all the time. Or there wouldn't be any berserkers. It would be like stories written about berserkers that used to exist.
I was just saying, I wrote up a character who considers himself the equal of hundreds of kobolds. So clearly he tried to take them on. It wasn't like I didn't know that character was dead, but that character didn't know he was dead.
It's like, I have no problem. It's like, man, that doesn't bother me at all. It's like, oh, your character got killed.
I know. I wasn't like, man, how dare you kill my character? It's like, I knew what time it was. The problem was the character didn't.
He was like, I got this.
I know,
just
right?
need a couple of things to go my way, and I got this.
I mean, he was like Prime in Transformers 2. All right, I'll take you all on.
He says, I just need one or two things to go my way. And this is my fight.
Oh, man.
And I just woke up, and so he's back trying to like, hey, look at me more.
Oh,
look at me some more. I'm rested and all ready for you to look at me. Look at me.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, man. Well, all right. Just let me know. We're gonna do it at 12:30 every time.
I mean the time is I just picked the time. We all went to get our hair cut, and Yana was getting her hair braided, so I couldn't do it any earlier. But I mean, I can do it earlier. I can do it later.
No, I mean it's fine. It doesn't matter what time. I just wanted to know if this was gonna be the time, or if I need to actually pay attention.
Well, yeah, you probably need to pay attention because on Saturdays it could fluctuate because that's like the day that we do stuff.
Okay,
All
cool.
right, man.
I'll talk to you.